many I'd need. Approximately 4.5 square metres. Eight.
How's it going?
Great. I measured the walls like you said, so I think I'm going to need about 8 of these. What do you think?
Well, this is not really the sort of paint that you want for walls.
But that's the colour I want.
No, this is more for, iron railings and that sort of thing.
Well, what difference does it make?
Well, do you see that symbol there?
Yeah.
This means that it must be used in a well-ventilated area. You couldn't paint an inside wall with this.
Oh, I really wanted that colour.
But sure, come on with me. I'll show you all the interior wall paints that we have. I can mix it any colour you want and they're all safe.
Have you got this bright orange?
Yeah.
And terracotta?
Yeah, but we've loads more as well.
Right.
Come on.
Thanks a million for your help.
No problem. And don't forget, you just need water to wash that paint off the rollers and brushes.
Right. And do the edges first. I remember. Have it all written down. See ya.
See ya.
There are 7 different euro notes: 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 and 500 euro. And each note is a different colour. They're also designed so that the bigger the note, the more it's worth. As you can see here, the 100 euro note is a lot bigger than the 5 euro note. Each euro is worth 100 cent. And so there's also a whole range of new euro coins, 8 coins in total. There are 1, 2, 5, 10, 20 and 50 cent coins. And there are also 1 euro and 2 euro coins. One side of the coin has the amount, like this, and on the other side of the Irish euro coins is a harp.
You don't have much faith in your non-drip paint, do you?
I ended up getting a different type of paint eventually. Came in bigger tins, was more convenient. In fact, I think I'm going to have some left. You could have some for your back room.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
I don't think so. You got the bright orange paint, didn't you?
Do none of you trust my taste?
I was not that. It's
We
just.
do trust your
I
taste.
read that it's sometimes difficult to know what a colour will end up looking like on a wall before you paint because, well, there ends up just being so much of it.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to wake up with a hangover in a bright orange room, now, would you?
Right, that's it. Enough. Unbelievers. Out, the lot of you. Out.
Fine.
And I want tea and cake when I'm finished. Briar Rose. The man in the shop was right. It's much more soothing for a bedroom. Unbelievers! See if I paint my room orange and terracotta without consulting with an expert.
Hey Betty, don't forget to stir it well.
Yeah. The instructions are on the tin.
When you're working with paint, white spirits, household bleach or anything like that, it's important to remember that they all contain chemicals which can be dangerous if swallowed, if you breathe them in, or if they come into direct contact with your skin. For example, look out for this symbol with irritant written under it. This symbol means that you must keep the contents away from your skin and your eyes. Another symbol which you'll often find, especially on spray cans, is this one, with the words flammable or extremely flammable underneath. This means that the contents will catch fire easily and will burn quickly, so keep them away from flames or any other source of heat, such as a cooker. If you're unsure about the safety of any product, it's always wise to have a word with the sales assistant, as Betty and Bernie did. They'll be able to advise you on the best precautions to take. If you'd like some practice on reading these kinds of safety instructions, why not try the exercise on page 109 of the workbook?
How are you getting on in there, Betty? Betty? Or is that falling off the ladder? Or overcome by fumes or something? Do something, will you, Eamon?
All right. Stand back.
No, wait. Betty? Betty, love, we've brought you some scones and a hot cup of tea.
Hiya. How's just soaking up the atmosphere. Come in. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, it's lovely. It's great.
What happened to the terracotta and orange? Did you mix them first?
I changed my mind. So I'll have my tea now.
You deserve it.
Thank you. Hope there's butter on them.
Mind the brush, Ewan.
Oh, God.
Too late.
Developing her literacy skills has enabled Pauline to start writing poetry, and she enjoys that just as much as her drawing and painting.
A lot of it actually is how I feel inside. You know, if I'm going through a rough patch, I pour it all out on paper. If I see something funny, you know, I have to put it on paper. Sometimes I go through a patch, you know, I don't write for a couple of months, and all of a sudden then you're waking up in the middle of the night and they're there in your head. But I enjoy it. It's been a way to get it out of my system.
Pauline has now landed herself a part-time job at the Learning Centre, doing bookkeeping and stock-taking. She loves the work, and everyone around her has remarked on the huge difference in her self-esteem these days.
I hadn't noticed it really in the beginning. It's just everybody else had noticed it. You know, they're saying, what's happened to you, you know? And I said, I don't know. It's only when I stop and look back of how I was, you know, not going out, afraid to read the newspaper, afraid to fill out forms. But now, you know, I just tell myself, a form, okay, it's only a form. There's only so much you have to fill on it. It's not everything, you know. And I'll do it now, whereas before I would never have done it. I would go blank, just feel alive now, as before. You know, I just felt like I was locked in a special place, and that was just me, and that was it. Now I just say, gosh, I've missed so much in life. I just want to get out there and see it all now, you know. It's put a good buzz in my life, really.
And Pauline has these words of advice for anyone still hesitating over whether or not to look for help.
That step, it's the biggest step, but don't let fear hold you back. You know, fear held me back for a long time. Just face that fear and do it anyway, because you'll regret it if you don't. Tutors and organisers, they're all so friendly, and they'll make you feel so much at home and so relaxed that you'll ask yourself, why didn't I do this before? You know, it'll just totally change your life.
Most of the larger hardware shops have signs to show where to find the different items. If you're planning to paint, tile or wallpaper, some of the things you might need include sandpaper, paintbrushes, bath sealant, wallpaper paste and a cutter for the tiles. You'll most likely find the paintbrushes and sandpaper in the paint section, the wallpaper paste in the wallpaper section, and the bath sealant and cutter in the tiling section. To calculate the area of a wall, you need to measure the width and then the height, and then multiply one by the other. This will give you the measurement in square metres. A square metre is a square that's 1 metre high by 1 metre wide. If your wall is 4 metres wide and 3 metres high, then 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. You've now calculated that the area of the wall is 12 square metres. Multiplication is a shortcut for adding, and if you're not sure how to multiply, then just add 3 up 4 times to get 12. There are 7 different euro notes: 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 and 500 euro, and each note is a different colour. They're also designed so that the bigger the note, the more it's worth. Each euro is worth 100 cent, and so there's a range of euro and cent coins. There are 1, 2, 5, 10, 20 and 50 cent coins, and there are also 1 euro and 2 euro coins. On one side of the coin is the amount of the coin, and on the other side of the Irish euro coins there's a harp. Products such as paint, white spirits, household bleach can be harmful if used incorrectly, so you must watch out for any warning symbols or instructions. This symbol, with the word irritant written under it, means that you must keep the contents away from your skin and eyes. This symbol, with the words flammable or extremely flammable underneath, means that the contents will catch fire easily and will burn quickly, so keep away from flames and any other source of heat, such as a cooker. If you're unsure about the safety of any product, it's always wise to have a word with the sales assistant who can advise you on the best precautions to take. If you have any questions or you'd like some help on anything we've covered in this or last week's programme, call the NALA free phone number 1800 20 20 65. Specially trained tutors will talk to you anytime from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. Calls are free and confidential. You don't have to give your name. Just ring the free phone number with your question and the tutors will be glad to help. You can also phone this number to get your copy of the free Read Right Now learning pack which accompanies this series. Next week, the Kelly family make a start on healthy living and try cutting down on junk food and takeaways, although not every member of the family is convinced about this new lifestyle. Lots of healthy learning points too on writing lists, reading food labels and working out percentages.